the show. That's why I do the show. That's why we all exist in Jersey City, because we love Jersey City. Now remember, you can watch us live on livestream.com, of course, channel 190 right now. Livestream.com, you can download the app. You can watch me on your smartphone, your tablet, your smart TV, any internet device. It is free, livestream.com. So I would download, because there's a lot of other things besides me on there, but I'm the most important thing. But there are a lot of other programming, a lot of other shows that you can watch, so I strongly recommend it. Of course, you can go to our website, hmgtvshows.com, where it basically takes you to live stream for our streams, and we archive all our shows there. And, of course, you can email me at jctalking2000@yahoo. Cold coffee. I'll get some hot coffee. We really rushed this morning. Later in the show, you're going to see a candidate from Ward F, Anthony Blake. Probably a serious candidate there. We got Jimmy Haig coming in from the Hudson Reporter System with Hudson County Sports. Lots of things going on. Of course, we do have a tragedy in Las Vegas. Well, I'll probably get into this more during the show. You know, when it was occurring yesterday, when we heard that there was a massacre in progress being reported in the morning, at that time it was like there were 2 people dead and there were people shot. Then it got up to 20. And my wife said, "You think this is terrorism?" And I said, "I hope it's terrorism. I hope it's ISIS, because I would hate to think this is the act of anyone else besides those cowards who comprise ISIS." Only to find out, here's some guy, you know, who's never been in trouble with the law. He doesn't fit any profile. Apparently, the guy's well off, owns quite a few homes. He has a gambling problem, reportedly, but he seems to be well off. You know, there was heavy transfers of funds to the Philippines for whatever reason. You know, people are speculating maybe he was going to run off to the Philippines. We'll find you in the Philippines. This guy was not getting out of there. And you had a catch of weapons. You know, he was premeditated. He booked the rooms for 3 days. He had, you know, high-powered rifles on tripods, fully automatic rifles on tripods. It's incredible what occurred here. Now we're up to almost 60 people. Last I heard, I think it was 59, and that was this morning. It is incredible, the extent. You know, it was the worst shooting that ever happened in the United States. And this guy, you talk about people who fall through the cracks. You know, this guy would never be suspected. You know, he talked to his brothers. You know, he's a gun enthusiast. He loves gambling, hunting and fishing. You know, he was, I believe, an accountant. This guy just snaps him, and you can't say, "Well, he snapped." No, he planned this out for quite a while. You know, what was the money? In a case like this, somebody would leave a letter saying, "This is why I'm doing this." Why would you kill and harm all these innocent people? It doesn't make sense. But that's the world we live in, and somehow we have to change that, so we don't live in a world where we have to keep looking over our shoulders. Not the way we were brought up. Not the way Americans are. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. We'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design studio and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show, and you're watching it live on Channel 190, and then, of course, on livestream.com, Apple TV, Roku. Our first guest today, I think we got him set up. There's some technical issues. Hopefully, we got Jim Haig. He is the high school sports reporter for the Hudson Reporter System. We got the football season going on. We got the New York Yankees. Now let's see if we can get Jim Haig. Hopefully he can hear us now. Can you hear me, Jimmy boy?
I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you fine. Welcome back. How was your summer?
All right, we're well on our way then, Pat. Way to go.
How was your summer, James?
So how you been? Did you have a good summer?
Yep, my summer was fine. We're getting back into the routine here. Before we get to high school sports, we got a big baseball game tonight.
That's correct.
You the
Yankees are facing the Twins in a do-or-die wild card game. The Yankees got to be a heavy favorite considering they got Luis Severino pitching. They're playing at home. They've owned the Twins all year long, so you got to like their chances. The only thing is that Irvin Santana has also had a very good year pitching, so it's going to be typical playoff baseball tonight. Winner take all. The winner goes on and faces the Cleveland Indians.
Were you covering high school sports back in the days of Willie Banks? Do you go back that far?
Absolutely. Oh, God, yeah. Matter of fact, when Willie Banks was drafted in 1987, I spent the entire day with him. So I was with him the day he got with him when he got drafted in a family friend's house on Chapel Avenue. The Rodriguez family was there when they got the phone call from the Twins that he was picked 3rd overall. And then later on in that day, he went on to pitch in the state playoffs at Pershing Field, and he hit a home runs clear across Newark Avenue. It was pretty impressive. Not Newark Avenue, Summit Avenue. I'm sorry. Central Avenue, even better. I'm sorry. He
won a World Series with the Twins, didn't he?
He didn't win a World Series with the Twins. He did win a World Series. He was with the Yankees in 1996 when they won a World Series then.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was with us that late. Oh, because he was with the Twins for how long?
For 4 years. So he was with the Twins right after they won the World Series, 92, 93. And then they got traded to the Cubs. And he's with the Cubs for a couple of years. And then he was all over the map from that point on.
Now, I understand he's living in Toms River these days. He's doing well from what I understand.
He's doing okay. I saw him just recently when the day that St. Anthony's closed, he was there. And it was great to see Willie. He's doing, he's coaching kids in Toms River, which is what he loves to do. He loves to be with the kids. He's given back to his community, much like the FA did to Willie when Willie was a kid.
Well, in my other studio, I'll be hosting the Toms River Show, pretty much a version of the Jersey City Show. So I want to make sure I bring Willie in. I'm working with Mayor Kelleher there, a Jersey City guy, by the way. Tom Kelleher with Toms River. We're in the football season with the high schools. What's your take so far?
we just finished week 4. Incredibly, as it may seem, that we finished week 4 of the high school football season, and the biggest surprise for me that took place Saturday, I was at the game when Lincoln of Jersey City, with an 0-3 record, with losses to Irvington, Mountain Lakes, and Whippany Park, took on 3-0 Hoboken, and Hoboken with some impressive wins, including Verona and Cedar Grove. And lo and behold, unbeaten Lincoln defeated undefeated Hoboken 22-0. So it's typical Hudson County football. You can never predict what happens one day to the next. Lincoln had a great game plan going in. It was a bend if you don't break defense. They didn't let Hoboken come close to scoring. They capitalized on an interception and an interception return for a touchdown. And that's a big win for Lincoln because now they're back on their feet and they could still make the state playoffs with 4 or even 5 losses. So should be interesting to see how far they go from here. But that was a big win for Lincoln and a tough loss for Hoboken. But that game was played at Lincoln Park, by the way, which was the first time a high school football game was ever played inside Lincoln Park. And the reason why they moved the game from Caven Point is because of the President's Cup that was being held at Liberty National and the traffic and everything else that was going on down there. they decided they had to move the game someplace, so they moved the game to Lincoln Park, and where Lincoln actually practices, so it was really a home field advantage for them. And it was not. It was one of two games that were played there, as Dickinson and Bayonne also played there at 4 o'clock on Saturday. So the first high school football games ever played, regular season, were played at Lincoln Park in Jersey City last Saturday.
Well, I'm surprised. I thought high school teams were utilizing fields 10 and 11. That's how I know them all along since they built that.
That's the field that that's where the game was played. Fields 10 and 11. And
that's a great complex.
And that was the first time. It is a nice complex, and it's been field turf and what have you. But that's the first time a regular season game was played there because, I mean, structurally, there's only one bleachers on one side of the field. There's no locker room facility down there. But to the Hudson County Parks credit, they set up tents for the players to go into before the game and halftime, and then after the game to get changed if they had to, and then for Dickinson and Bayonne to use. So credit Mike Ascalise, the director of the Hudson County Parks Department, and his crew for making sure that Lincoln Park was ready for these games on Saturday. It was a credit to them. They had very short notice to have it done. They only had less than a week to get it done, but they got it done, and the games went off without a hitch.
Well, hopefully somewhere down the road we could put locker rooms in and put some more bleachers on the north and south end of that.
Well, they can't put bleachers on the other side because there's field turf on that side, and then the bleachers would damage the field. So they only can have the bleachers on the one side. But that's still, if it had full locker room facilities, maybe more games would be played there.
I have to talk to Tom DeGeese. It's a beautiful field. I was there with the dedication. I watched it get built. I recorded everything. It was like time lapse how that field came about.
Yeah, no, it still is. That's 8 years ago already. Can you believe it? Time flies.
I know. Time, as
8
I get
years
older,
since they put the field turf down at Lincoln Park.
Who's the juggernaut teams in Hudson County for football?
Well, once again, it's always going to be St. Peter's Prep. They're state ranked. They started the year nationally ranked. They were high as number 9 nationally when the season began, and they've been as high as number 2 in the state so far. They did lose their second game of the season to St. Joseph's of Philadelphia, but they've won their last 2 games since they played St. Joe's. They beat Seton Hall Prep, and then they gained a little revenge on Paramus Catholic, who beat them in the state finals last year. They beat Paramus Catholic last Friday night, 23-14. So they got a very, very big test this Friday night down at Caven Point. They're playing DePaul, who's very, very good. And DePaul has about 6 or 7 kids that are going to play major college football. Prep has 4 kids that have already committed to play major college football, and 3 of those are going to Notre Dame. Those are Shane Simon and the Adamalola brothers, Justin and Jason. And incredibly, Shane Simon and Jason Adamalola were just honored by the U.S. Army as U.S. Army All-Americans, and they'll play in the All-American Bowl in January. And they were just honored last Wednesday.
Impressive.
Yeah, no, so Prep is the...
On the average, how many kids from Hudson County high school football get full scholarships to colleges?
All right, you asked me this last spring too. I'm going to say this year there's roughly 8 to 10 that get major college scholarships, and most of them go to St. Peter's Prep. I know there's one kid that Jose Tavares, who's at Union City, is going to Army. That counts as major college.
Sure
but
does.
Other than that, right now there doesn't seem to be any others that have gained any type of recognition from the major colleges, other than the 4 kids that have signed from Prep. 3 of them are going to, or actually there's 5 from Prep that have already committed. 3 going to Notre Dame. 1, Zamir Mickens, is going to Rutgers, and 1 lineman is going to Holy Cross. So they got 5. Prep has 5 kids.
You bring up Rutgers. Do they try to mine New Jersey talent? Because they need all the talent they can get there at Rutgers.
It's a tough haul that they're going to have, and it's going to take a long time. but they knew what they were getting into when they went into the Big Ten, and they're facing the big boys. And as it was proven last weekend, they took on the big boys against Ohio State, and they got smoked 56-0. So I don't know if we'll ever see a winning football program at Rutgers ever again. I just think it's now, because they're in the Big Ten, they're facing a major uphill battle. But they're getting good money out of the Big Ten network, and they're doing well in that respect. But they're not getting the players to play on the big time level, and
Now,
unfortunately, they're a little overmatched.
before we let you go, I got to ask you about the New York Football Giants. What's your take on their season? I can't believe we're 0-4 and the Jets are 2-2.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot has to do with who the Jets have played and who the Giants have played. And the Giants, the last 2 weeks, lost the game on a field goal to end the game. So, and they had the lead both times. So, I think the Giants right now are a little bit of a discord. I think the head coach is a little overmatched. I think they counted too much on their defense, and their defense hasn't played as well as they thought it would. And I think their offensive line, they didn't go out and try to rectify that situation in the offseason, and thought that they could remain status quo, and just miraculously thought that their line would get better. And their line has not gotten better, and it's caused a lot of problems. It's changed their philosophy and the way they go offensively in terms of throwing short passes and making the receivers run. But it's still not an effective way of winning games if the defense knows you're not going to throw the ball down the field.
Well, this week the Giants are playing what are the Chargers now? Are they the California Chargers? Whatever Chargers
they're the Los
they
Angeles Chargers, but they're playing in a soccer stadium in Carson, California, their stadium only holds 27,000 people. It's a soccer stadium, but that's where the Los Angeles Chargers are playing their home games. And last week they had more Philadelphia Eagle fans in the stands than they had LA Charger fans. So
I bring that up.
It's really tough for them.
Amazing. I could see the Chargers going back to San Diego, but I'm going to tell you this week, if the Chargers
only if
beat
there's
the
a new
Giants,
building.
If the Chargers
Can
beat
the Chargers
the Giants
beat the Giants?
this week,
Yeah, they can. The
if
Chargers
we're
can beat the
0-5,
Giants. They're not bad. What's that?
If we go 0-5, it's going to be super ugly around here.
Well, then you can turn the TV off, because you 0-5, the season's over. If you remember, in 2013, they started off 0-6, and the season was over. So, if they're 0-5, there's never been an 0-5 team to ever make the playoffs. So if they're 0-5, you could go find better things to do on Sunday than watch the Giants. You could do like needlepoint or go apple picking, or look at the foliage in upstate New York, because there's better things to do than watch the Giants if they're 0-5.
Well, on the flip side, you got the Jetsies playing the Browns. Chances are they'll be 3-2.
Certainly looks good, and who would have ever predicted that? There were people who were saying that they thought they were going to go 0-16. Some people predicted they'd win only one game. And imagine if they go and they win Sunday and they're 3-2. Wow, that's pretty impressive for the Jets.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, we're out of time there, Jimmy. I'll see you next week. Bring us up to speed on all the other games. Thank you for taking the time. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
I don't see me. There I am. Welcome back. You're watching the Jersey City Show. Jim Haig did his usual professional job. I tried to throw him some curveballs in there. Brought up Willie Banks. Brought up the Giants and the Jets. I just want to show you how well-rounded Jimmy is with the sports. I was talking about Vegas before. I don't think in my lifetime, this almost goes up there with the astonishment like about 9/11, how this is possible. And you have to question, what do we need to do? How do you protect yourself? Can you have open air concerts if there's some hotel in the background? This hotel was like 1,500 feet away. It's incredible what this guy did. I don't know how we protect ourselves. The government's doing all they can with ISIS and the terrorism and the CIA, intelligence. They're holding these guys off. Whenever they're planning, we always seem to find out what they're doing, unlike in Europe, in England, that sort of thing. They don't seem to catch them as well as we do. I don't know what the answer is and you really have to call this homegrown terrorism. Here's a guy, for whatever reason, decided to kill almost 60 people, and I don't know if the numbers are accurate, but it was like 500 injured. This guy just kept unloading and unloading those clips. It's astonishing. My prayers go out to the people from Las Vegas and their families, the lost ones. It's truly astonishing, and it's like every week when we come on the air, it's either I'm talking about an earthquake in Mexico, a hurricane in Houston, a hurricane in Miami, a hurricane in Puerto Rico. It's like one after the other. But those are natural disasters. This is a man-made, this thing was planned. And for whatever reason, this guy just decided he wanted to kill a lot of people. And my God, that is so unfortunate. Let's go to local. This just broke today before I got on the air. Mayor Fulop, one of the most techie mayors in Hudson County. Fulop is it. It's the smartphones. Unfortunately, he didn't have his own webcam. We had to give him one of those. Yes, we donated a webcam to the city of Jersey City. But I managed to see if I can get Mayor Fulop Thursday so we can use this webcam. And I was talking to his handlers, like he's a bear, he's got handlers, about bringing him in for an interview. Oh, we can't get him in. Yes, I don't need him in the studio. I need him on that webcam thing. When I deal with Steve, he goes, just give me a call. We'll put it together. So I'll see if I can bring him in. They're reporting that Mayor Fulop blocks people on his Facebook, people who criticize him, people who have opposite theories on how to run this city. Really, it all comes down to criticism. I'm going to tell you something about Mayor Fulop. Mayor Fulop can take criticism. I'm never written up that way as a critic of the Mayor Fulop or the critic of the Fulop administration. Many people are when they're political opponents or what have you, or civic people who question Mayor Fulop. They're always put there as a critic of Mayor Fulop. Steve can take some criticism. And again, I got to be up there with the people who criticize Fulop. But I don't criticize Fulop personally. It's always government. It's always the operation of the city. And I can appreciate, after dealing with some of the people over the last week or so, why Steve would block people on Facebook. I'm not a Facebook guy. Hudson Media is on Facebook. I am not. I think Facebook is a way you allow people to stalk you. I don't agree with that, so I stay off. But the shows are on here. If you want to get in touch with us, you can reach us on Facebook. I can see Mayor Fulop blocking people, who post ridiculous comments, people you cannot reason with. And believe me, there are a lot of people you can't reason with. They won't accept an explanation. I deal with Mayor Fulop on issues throughout Jersey City. He and I are in the conference room, and again, we do it face-to-face, not some anonymous crap on Twitter or these anonymous names on Facebook or what have you. It's face-to-face, and we will go at it. I don't always agree with him, but again, I'm married 39 years. I don't always agree with my wife, but we normally find some kind of common ground. And there are people, if they don't agree with Mayor Fulop, it's like, well, I'll never vote for this guy again. I'm going to tell you something. The world of issues in Jersey City, there's always going to be another issue. If you're going to write your relationship with Mayor Fulop off because you lost this issue, then, you know, you shouldn't be in the business of civics. And there are some civic associations I'm starting to wonder if they're civic or political. And you're not going to win all the battles. You know, it's just, you know, and I remember this going this with, from Mayor Schundler on. You know, I would lose this issue, but maybe I win the next two. You don't win them all. And if people who can't get their way on an issue, they're the ones that'll post this ridiculous things on Twitter or on his Facebook. So I don't blame him for blocking. And I don't believe there's any law that says a mayor has to respond on social media. I don't think there's a law that says he needs to even have a social media presence. I think he has a Facebook, and he has two. There's one personal. I don't know if he's used that in a long time, and the Mayor Fulop one. You know, and he takes the time, and I believe Steve does answer all his social media. He takes the time to answer. You don't agree, and you want to get into some back and forth dialogue like you're going to convince Mayor Fulop to change his mind, which isn't really easy to do. And believe me, I've been trying to do that for 4+ years. When we sit down in that conference room, we're on the phone, or we're in the studio going over whatever the issues are. But like I said, there's always another issue. And that's what some people don't, they lose that, especially some people in the civic world. And let me explain things with civics. If you're in civics to make your city a better place, your block a better place to live, your section of town a better place to live, that is civics. If you're in civics to try to begin a political career, then you're not being fair to the neighborhood people who think you're there. Your only concern is your neighborhood and your city or your block or whatever the case is. And I see a lot of these. I went through this last week over this thing with Good Energy, where people wanted me to call out Mayor Fulop on some situation where somebody was trying to steer a bid, and people are like trying to blame Mayor Fulop. You know, if you read the Good Energy story in the paper, most of the people who were involved in that story, and I think it goes back to 2014, are out of the orbit of Fulop. They are out of city government altogether, or they've been kind of banished to the equivalent of the mailroom. You got to give Mayor Fulop credit, and that's what a lot of these people don't do. There were some people that he shouldn't have hired and he put into position, but as soon as Mayor Fulop realized, I shouldn't have this person in this position, they were gone. They were gone. So when you look at that story, you look at the names of the people in that story, I don't think there's one person, if they're still in city government, and there some are, that they're in the same position they were. Mayor Fulop had made the decisions he had to make. You know, he danced with the people who brung him from the campaign. You worked on my campaign, you helped me get elected, I gave you an opportunity, you know, you were capable of doing this, and you proved you couldn't do it. So boom, he's gone. And so give Mayor Fulop credit for recognizing the mistakes and correcting them, and that's really what he did. So when you look at some of these stories and these civic people, don't confuse civic people with people who want political opportunities. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org.
Meineke Car Care, conveniently located at 700 Tunnelly Avenue, Jersey City, half a mile north of County Road. Meineke bumper-to-bumper car care. Brakes, exhaust, oil change, wheel alignments, batteries, CV joints, and so much more. First-rate service at a price you can afford. All major cards accepted. Apply for a Meineke card. Meineke, Jersey City. Stop by and let Sammy check your brakes for free.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show. Now my guest is a candidate for council in Ward F. His name is Anthony Blake. Anthony, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the
Now,
show.
we're going to have you a few times in
Okay.
the future. Now you know where the studio is.
Exactly.
You're a little late, so we got to move quick. Did you ever run for office before?
No, I haven't. This is the first time.
Why?
Well, two reasons. The first thing is, as coming to the end of my teaching tenure, I'm looking for something that I can continue to have an impact on the community and be effective with ensuring that our children and our people have a great future. And then the second reason was a good friend of mine, Keith Davis. A few months ago, we were at a relative's house having, I think, Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. And Mr. Davis had mentioned that Ms. Coleman would be leaving the existing position and that they were looking for candidates. And he felt, as I did, that I would be a great candidate, and he suggested that I go and submit a resume for the position, which I did. Unfortunately, Jermaine was selected, and I decided.
Unfortunately for you, not unfortunately.
Yes.
You make it sound like it was terrible for the city. Unfortunately for you. Were you interviewed? Did Mayor Fuller bring you in for an interview?
Here's my concern. Yes, I was interviewed and sat with the deputy mayor, very nice young lady, and she was very cordial. But what concerns me is that last week we were at a Van Voss Park Association meet and greet, and Mr. Robinson took the floor and he went on to say that he was selected, that he didn't even partake in the interviewing process, and that he didn't submit a resume, and that after the mayor had looked over, I guess, all the potential candidates, since he found none that was worthy, he then reached out to him and asked him to consider the job. That concerns me from a vetting perspective.
What a slap in the face.
Yes, no doubt. And it concerns me from a vetting perspective because from what I understood, it was a process whereby all candidates were going to bring in a resume and be interviewed, and then the best candidate would be determined or selected. I had my doubts whether that actually happened, and it was for that reason that I decided to challenge Mr. Robinson in the upcoming election in November.
Let's get a little bit of your background, because first off, with the selection, with the resumes,
Okay.
I'm going to ask Mayor Fulop if he looked at these resumes, because
Okay.
he's big on the transparency
Okay.
to find out how that happened.
Right.
What's your background?
Well, I've been an educator here in Jersey City for 30 years. Taught at a number of schools, primarily all of them in Ward F, 41 school, then to Lincoln, and I currently serve as the disciplinarian at middle school number 4. That's that huge facility across from the Jersey City Medical Center. In addition to that, my wife and I, we run an insurance agency called the Blake Agency. We've done so for the past 12 years. We were on Pacific Avenue, and then we relocated to the ground floor of the home we reside in, which is now on Kearney Avenue. In addition to that, I have a long history of service to the city. I'm the father of 3 children. My son's a graduate of St. Peter's Prep, all-county athlete. My daughter, graduate of Marist, all-county and all-state athlete. We have a long history of service to the community of Jersey City, and in particular, Ward F. And I felt it was a time that I take some of this experience and begin to utilize it or have it benefit the constituents of Ward F.
Did you put this all on your resume? Because it sounds damn impressive to me.
It did. In fact, they interviewed me, and I ended up speaking with the young lady, the deputy mayor, for over almost an hour. And we had quite an extensive conversation. She took a lot of notes, didn't say anything to imply that I was an odds-on favorite, but I felt very strongly. I was quite shocked, again, as per Mr. Robinson, when he had mentioned that of all the candidates that the mayor only found 1 or 2 interesting, and he being that one. But I was rather shocked simply because I thought that at least in the vetting process, I would have been at least one of the top 2 or 3 candidates.
Well, actually, I'm not sure if you found any of you as interesting, because he reached out for Jermaine saying, I don't have any candidates, nobody's qualified.
Exactly, and there are some...
That's a question I will follow up.
Okay, because there are some issues as to exactly how and why he appointed Jermaine. You know, going back a ways, Jermaine and Ms. Coleman were the top candidate or top vote getters in the election, and they were slated to have a runoff. For some strange reason, Jermaine opted not to have the runoff.
Well, he ran on the Healy ticket.
Right.
When Healy was defeated in the first round by Mayor Fulop,
Right.
then there was no more monies to come in for the campaign. So Jermaine would have had to taken on Diane out of his pocket at this point.
Well, he had a lot of support in the community, and I know a lot of folks who supported him. Again, he's professing 55 votes. 55 votes is very close.
That is-
and
that-
and that wouldn't suggest that he didn't have a real opportunity. Even maybe with some dwindling funds, I still think he could have probably compete and quite possibly beat her. And many of his supporters
Well, it was kind
felt
of
the
unique
same way.
because we had that same situation in some of the other wards where there were runoffs, and Charlie Epps. Charlie Epps was in the runoff. He bowed out of it.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think in Ward B where Chico won.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the guy's name, but he bowed out.
Right.
And it kind of, it's not the democracy
Right.
we're
well,
supposed to be.
here's what concerns folks and concerns me. The fact that Mr. Robinson bowed out, as you say, but then subsequently was appointed to the position when Ms. Coleman left. If it is as he tells it, then it appears that he didn't go through the vetting process and that he was selected, which might hint of some sort of favoritism, side deal, political favors, or whatever
This
the
is
case
Hudson
may
County,
be.
Jersey City.
I'm well aware. I'm learning as we go.
Before we run out of time,
Yes.
what is the main issue facing Ward F?
The main issues, I believe, are crimes and employment. I'll start with
Those go hand in hand.
Yes,
if
they
you
do.
listen to
Yes.
my show all the time with Mayor Fuller.
Yes, they do. I'll start with the crime because I believe that the crime in Ward F is a real problem and that we need to adapt or adjust the way we're policing. I've been a big proponent of community policing, getting those officers out of the cars and onto the streets to talk to the residents. Again, I tell people a story about Mr. Bob Hammond, Officer Hammond. When I was a child, he was in the community. He was swinging his baton and he'd walk up and down the streets and everyone knew him. And
Nightstick.
right, exactly. And as a result, you know, folks were able to communicate with him and folks felt better about the community. The other thing, because I know we're short on time, is I've talked to folks about a gun buyback program. I've been a big advocate of the gun buyback program. Newark did one, Trenton did one, and Patterson did one several months ago. I called the Attorney General's office to find out why Jersey City didn't do one.
We haven't done one, I'd say, in a good 3 years.
Well, it's because, and again, I don't know this factually, but it was explained to me that that the city must put funds and then the state would match it. And because our prosecutor's office or our city opted not to put the funds to match the percentage the state was going to grant, they opted not to partake.
Now, before I let you run, and we're out of time, but about jobs.
Jobs. I've got some concerns about jobs. I want to do a few things with jobs. The first thing with jobs is we need to get out here and try to employ more people. There are companies that hire unskilled workers. My wife and I, we do a lot of that. We call around, we help people get jobs. So we would focus on the unskilled workers first. Then we would deal with those people who have jobs but who need further training to really be able to command a real salary. That would be a concern. Thirdly, I would try to implement a Jersey City First program. You know, my daughter's a classic example, and many others, of young people who leave Jersey City, go get college degrees, and then return unable to find work. And then lastly, I call it full employment for Jersey City. You may not know, but there are a large number of folks who work for Jersey City currently in various departments throughout the city who are part-time and various other part-time temporary employees. Those folks have no benefits, they have no sick days, they have no rights in terms of being able to speak. And when they question situations that they feel may be unfavorable towards them, they're told, remember, you're just a part-time temporary worker. And so those folks, and some of them have serviced the city for 5 and 6 years and still are considered part-time temporary
provisional.
workers. And those also are the same people, in my opinion, who are being used for the political campaign. And I've seen some of those folks on the streets lobbying for a specific campaign. And it makes me question that because, again, if they're getting jobs through the city or in line for jobs through the city, they're going to do or say whatever it takes to ensure that they get that job.
Well, if they get that paycheck,
No
they'll do
doubt.
what they say.
No doubt.
All right, we're out of time. I want to bring you back in the next week or so we can go. I'd like to interview you for an extended period of time. Maybe
I would like
20. I
that
want to
as
get
well.
most of your points across. You're right. Jobs and crime, those are hand in hand. If we can encourage job development in Jersey City, a lot of these kids that are going to crime, they would take a paycheck.
Exactly.
And the more we delay this, the more generations we lose. And you see it as an educator.
Every day.
All right,
That's my scary
we're out
thing.
of time. I'll make a little drum sound here. Anthony Blake, he's running. What's your position on
Ward F Council, I'm 7C.
7C?
Lucky 7, I call it.
November the 7th, but we'll bring back Anthony a little more so you get to know him. We're going to break for commercial. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
Panepinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panepintoproperties.com. Panepinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunley Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org.
Meineke Car Care, conveniently located at 700 Tunnelly Avenue, Jersey City, half a mile north of County Road. Meineke bumper-to-bumper car care. Brakes, exhaust, oil change, wheel alignments, batteries, CV joints, and so much more. First-rate service at a price you can afford. All major cards accepted. Apply for a Meineke card. Meineke, Jersey City. Stop by and let Sammy check your brakes for free.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport. Live like you want.
Panna Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintoproperties.com. Panna Pinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunnelly Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunnelly Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show. You just seen Anthony Blake, candidate in Ward F. Pretty impressive guy, huh? Now, I will be reaching out for Mayor Fulop to find out about his resume and was he seriously considered, and was it a case where all the people that handled resumes was like, boy, there is nobody qualified. We have to reach out to Jermaine and find out if that actually happened. First off, let me go back to, we were talking about natural disasters and this massacre. On the 15th of October at the Landmark Lowe's Theater, there is going to be a Hispanic Heritage event, be a 3 or 4 hour stage show and lobby event where they're also going to be fundraising for the victims of Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico and the earthquake in Mexico. So circle a date. It's a Sunday, I believe, the 15th of October. Landmark Lowe's Theater. I'm sure I will get some more information. For that matter, I'll speak to Junior Maldonado, freeholder Junior Maldonado, for Thursday's show, so I get a little more information, and we can tell you what the deal is. I don't know if he's got acts booked yet, but I tell you, today, it's the 3rd, only got 12 days, so hopefully he's been busy. Tonight, at 6 o'clock right on this station here, channel 190, and of course on live stream and all our streaming services, Facebook, blah, 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 all that. We're having the Ward D debate. The 4 candidates will be in here. Mr. Torres, Mo Kinberg, Carmen Vega, and Ward D Councilman Michael Youn. They'll all be here. I am actually moderating that one. I'm a Ward D guy. I've been up in Ward D since I got married, 39 years. Lifelong Jersey City. Grew up in Dogpatch, Jersey City. That's where I'm from. Now, the format will be the same. You've just seen the Ward C one recently. What's going to change in the future, since we moved our elections to November, now, you know, of course, it used to always be in May and June would for the runoff need be. You know, it changes how we can do debates. I don't think I will, if I'm alive and we're doing this 4 years from now when it's re-election time for whoever gets elected in November, or the runoff sometime in December, wherever that is, we have municipal candidates, mayor and council. You know, you got county candidates that are up for election. You got state candidates, assembly and state senators are up for election. Of course, you got some federal. But right now, we're concentrating citywide. You know, we're trying to concentrate on a municipal election here. But the county and the state candidates are skating. Nobody's bringing them in because we're all focusing on the municipal. So, yeah, the candidates for state senate, the candidates for assembly, candidates for freeholder, all those other offices that are up for election in November, we're not covering that at all. So what I know what I will look at in years to come is we'll do debates. It will be the invitational. We'll probably focus on a section of Jersey City, because we're going to be in a November election for 10 years, where we'll bring in, say, 2 Ward C candidates, somebody running for state senator or assembly, and somebody running for county, because there are other elected offices that are in play here, and nobody's concentrating on that. But that's not how we're geared. You know, the debates that we're doing now, you know, let's do the Ward A, Ward B, Ward C, Ward D, Ward E, and F, and mayoral debates at the end. Now, I never did the Ward ones. This is the first year we're doing that, and we're broadcasting them live. But I can see in the future where, especially in a situation where we are broadcasting these live citywide, you know, tonight's the Ward D. Does somebody in Ward A care about what the Ward D candidates are saying? Probably not. But we'll tackle city issues that are universal to all parts of the city. But really, when you're coming into election time, we should be hearing from all the candidates from all the offices, whether it's municipal, the county, state, and, you know, basically 2 of those are skating. The county candidates and the state candidates are skating, because we're concentrating on doing debates and forums, and we're bringing in the ward, you know, council at large. There's no council at large debates, because we're concentrating on wards. And with everything happening in November now, that's not the way to go. And what's sad about this is one of the casualties of moving our election in November, when you do these debates in 4 years, and you want to get as much coverage as possible, especially a citywide broadcast, yeah, you're going to probably bring in a ward council at large, maybe a ward candidate, county candidate, and a state, because all 4 of those, they have to work together to help and bring your city along. Hopefully control budgets and taxes. Right now, tonight, we're going to talk about the budget in Ward D and the future of Jersey City, but I'm losing other components of that. I don't have a county component. I don't have an at-large component to that, nor do I have a state component. And they all have to work together. But that's not what we're concentrating on, because we're so used to our normal election cycle where ward, mayor. And in the future, and what's sad about this, the casualty is going to be the marginal candidates. You know, if you're going to have something where you say you're going to concentrate on downtown. I'm going to concentrate on downtown 4 years from now with we'll call it the downtown debate. I'm going to bring in the incumbent Ward E. I'm going to bring in the council person, council at large. I'm going to probably bring in the freeholder from that area, and I think that's Junior Maldonado, and I'll probably bring us somebody from the Assembly, because these are the people you want to know about on Election Day. What are they going to do for downtown? Now, you got somebody who's running in Ward E outside of the incumbent, or maybe a second Ward E candidate. The rest of them, they're not going to be brought into these debates because you want the county in there. You want to bring an at-large person in because you got to go in November and vote. But the only people you're hearing from is the ward candidates right now and the mayor. Now, I think I didn't even hear anything about last night's New Jersey City University debate. I assume it took place. Yeah, but all these aspects of government are up for election, but we're just concentrating on that because we brought our May election mindset into November, and really now it doesn't work because there are so many other things we have to vote on, and you have to be an educated voter. And the only way we can actually educate you is to bring these candidates in. And like I said, there's no county debates anywhere. Nobody's doing the county forums. We're bringing the freeholders in. There's no council at large forums. No, and there's no state senate and assembly forum. These people are skating. And that's because we're all concentrating on a municipal election. You're not getting enough information about the candidates to form an opinion so you can vote in November. So I really, come 4 years from now, I don't think we'll have Ward D, Ward C, Ward all that. I don't think that's going to happen. Because on something that's going to be broadcast like we do, citywide, yeah, you're going to have to bring in all these aspects of the election instead of just concentrating on one small part of it. And that's what we have to do. And it's a shame because I know marginal candidates are going to be affected that way. Got the Yankees tonight, don't forget, right after the debate. The debate is from 6 to 7:30. 7:30, put the pregame on. I think Fox has it, Channel 5. That's the other thing. Yesterday, I'm trying to find the football games. We were coming back from the shore. In the old days, you could find them on a radio dial. Now, the Giants were on, I think it was the Jets were on ESPN, and the Giants were on Bloomberg 88. What the hell is Bloomberg, a news station, doing with the Giants? In the old days, you knew exactly where they were. You wanted to find the Yankees or the Giants or the Mets, the Jets, you knew exactly where they were. Purchasing in the modern age. Now, everything is electronic. You swipe your card, you put your PIN in there, you're at Target, you're at, Rite Aid, Walmart, wherever the hell you are. And you would appreciate it there with some sort of security. There is absolutely no security. You take Equifax. These are the people that have all your information, all your personal information. It is their job to gather the information on you. They have everything. They got hacked. Multiple millions of people have been hacked. Whole Foods, who was just recently taken over by Amazon, they were hacked. It's like every turn you take, somebody is hacked, and they have your information. If your identity hasn't been stolen yet, it will be. It is a guarantee it will be. Because your information, no matter what protections you take, put your hand over the terminal so they don't see your PIN code, not helping you. You may as well wear it on the lapel of your jacket because it is so readily available again. Cash still rules. As simple as that. You're going to pay for something, you want something, use the cash. That way, nobody's stealing your debit card number, your credit card number, your PIN number, none of that. Use cash. All right, we're out of time. You're watching the Jersey City Show. Don't forget, tonight, the Ward D debate, and Thursday, the Hudson County Show. I'm Pat O'Melia. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you tonight at 6. Good night.